So that's part one. Max's Evo streaming event. So let's break this down really fast. I am about to leave in a couple days for Evo, and I wanted to give everyone sort of a breakdown of exactly what's going to be happening, where you should be tuning in, why you should be tuning in, and all of that stuff. And I actually have some dates and times in association that I can give you if you're looking forward to really specific things. So, I'm leaving again on Thursday. I'll be streaming on Wednesday most likely, but I'm leaving Thursday, and I don't think I'll be streaming on Thursday because I'll be going to Evo and setting things up with Spooky and the 10-0 crew. Spooky is going to be operating and acting as our like stream manager at Evo this year, so he's our tech. So I don't have to worry about like miking everybody up because we're planning on having a lot of developers and a lot of guests and all this stuff that'll be showing up in the stream. So much so that I'm doing my best to make space for it. But yes, Evo will, Spooky will be handling all that stuff on the Evo side where we're managing microphones and tech issues and all of that kind of stuff. He's going to be helping us out with all that, so I don't have to be doing all of it at the same time, which I did last year. So that being said, wonderful, because outside of me streaming on Friday, which is the first day of Evo, and Saturday and also the finals day, what I will be doing is giving you guys a curated experience of Evo. So probably run some footage of last year if this makes it into a video. Last year, you guys might remember, we had a big like suite that was kind of like above Evo that just acted as like a streaming room. What was I doing? Well, I was streaming Evo from Evo. I was able to kind of peruse the venue from like a desktop and guide you guys through what's happening at the event, but from the event itself. The exact same things that I would do at home, but I would be at the event so we can have people show up and bring builds of games and guests and all that kind of stuff. So it was pretty fun, and it was a lot of like cool things that happened in between. But in between all of that stuff that's happening, we're watching the tournament. We're sitting here viewing this, watching that, going to pools, seeing what's happening in Third Strike, bringing Kenny and Steve in, telling us what's going down at the floor. Kenny and Steve will also likely either have 1 or 2 streaming backpacks where they will be streaming from the floor itself, so we'll have a direct line to what's happening on the Evo show floor, and I can always directly communicate to Kenny or Steve like, hey, can you guys go over here and check this thing out? We want to see that, and we can watch their stream as they're doing it, so we literally will have footage from the show floor that'll be high quality footage, man. So if that works out, hopefully they might both get streaming backpacks, or we at least have one. So that's good. We have a line to the show floor, which we didn't have as much last year. Now, the thing that everyone's looking forward to, and I am as well, because I've been working on this for months. We had an announcement a couple days ago that the Invincible Versus guys are all going to be there. All my friends who made KI 2013 are going to be there. Invincible Versus is going to be playable at Evo for the first time publicly. And I heavily encourage if you guys are there to go get some hands-on time with the game. It demos very well, but they will be on stream. They will be bringing the build of the game on stream with all of the current characters that are functioning and playable up into Battle Beast, I believe. I think he's in the build. So yeah, they're going to be on stream on Friday, the first day, at about 2 p.m. Pacific. So we will be checking it out and going over all of this stuff and just showing you guys how the game works, because believe it or not, nobody knows how that game technically works yet. There's a lot of presumptions and things like that, but there will be a breakdown of how the game operates, and we'll be able to show a whole bunch of matches with a whole bunch of different characters. So very much looking forward to that. We'll be talking with the devs. It'll be cool. And that'll be like an hour or two on Friday at 2. Also, on Friday, my next announcement is that we have another developer showing up on Friday at around 6 o'clock. And at 6 o'clock, SNK is showing up, and they're bringing us the latest build of Fatal Fury with Ken Masters. So for anybody that's wondering, hey, Ken is going to be playable at Evo as well. Yes, he is going to be there, but they're also going to be bringing the build of the character in the game to the stream, and we're going to see how the hell Ken plays in Fatal Fury. So that'll be another hour dedicated to that. Makes sense, you know? So that's cool. Next announcement. There's plenty of other things happening in between all of this, chat, on just Friday that we'll be catching up and perusing on and watching, and trailers and all of this stuff. You know what I mean? On Saturday at noon, we are going to have the folks from Digital Eclipse showing up. And these are the guys that put together the Mortal Kombat collection. And that is already revealed to be at EVO this year. They're going to have a presence of some kind. They're going to bring the MK collection showable and playable. I'm pretty sure at least up to UMK3 is on there. I don't know if MK4 is playable. I do not know. But they'll have a presence, and they're showing up, and we're going to get to chat with them and talk about it and figure out what's going on, like netcode-wise and functionality, and see how the game plays and all of that stuff, because it's been a long time since those games have been re-released, man. So yeah, MK Collection, we'll have it on Saturday at around noon for about an hour Pacific. And then 3 hours later, Saturday at around 3 p.m., Capcom is showing up, and they are going to bring a playable build of Sagat. So we're going to check out what Sagat is like in Street Fighter 6 and see how he plays. So I'll make sure like Steve is in there for that, because I'm sure he's going to be pretty interested in seeing what Sagat is like. So yeah. And then in between all of that is also the tournament. So yes, Invincible, live demo on stream, Ken and Fatal Fury, the Mortal Kombat collection, Sagat, all of this stuff, man, is going to be there. And busy, bro. Busy. We're still going to try to make sure to watch as much tournament stuff as much as possible. So, yeah, you know, should be good. A lot of stuff to play, a lot of stuff to check out. Are you going to try to play Tokon? I will do my best. Right, I know Tokon is going to be at the event at the show floor. There is no presence of Tokon, the Sony devs, Arc System Work devs. There is going to be no live demonstration of Tokon stuff on my stream, unfortunately. So they're just too busy. They're setting everything up, and the fact that we already got all these folks to show up is really, you know, lucky. But trust me, dude, there's going to be so much footage of Tokon stuff that it's going to be nuts, and we'll definitely have access to a lot of that footage and stuff like that throughout the entire show. So live demos, Invincible Versus Friday at 2 p.m. Ken, Fatal Fury, Friday at 6 p.m. MK Collection, Saturday, 12 p.m. PT. And then the last one is Sagat, SF6 at 3 p.m. PT, you know? Saturday, 3 p.m. PT. So that's all the on-stream demonstration stuff that is going to be going down at EVO with developers and stuff like that on my stream. There's probably going to be so many more things, like even 2XKO is hosting all of these tournaments and events and like all of this stuff that is like throughout the event, like all of this shit. So there's going to be so many other streams hosted from EVO itself that we'll be able to peruse and check out and see how gameplay is going and all this stuff, man. But these are the ones that were able to like reach my stream with a schedule of time that actually makes sense. You know what I mean? So, another thing of what to expect from me this year. When I'm at EVO, bro, I'm going to be streaming of potentially at least 8 hours per day. I think the first stream that's going to be starting day one stream starts at 9 a.m. PT. Woo-wee! 9 a.m. PT, dude. It's going to be very early, but we're going to be there at 9 a.m. as early as possible to get ready. I'm going to be saving my voice as much as possible. Day two starts TBA. I will say day two stream starts TBD 11 a.m. ish, right? Probably 11 a.m. ish. It depends on recovery. It depends on recovery. And then day three, finals day, finals Sunday, We will be live as early as before 10 a.m. PT. We are literally live before the finals even begin. And I've just been advised to be live for the whole thing. So it's like, bruh. So yeah, final Sunday is the one we're going to have the stage presence. We're going to be with the chat in the background, meeting the chat in the foreground. There's like a chat window that we're reading. So the people in the audience can also read the chat and all this kind of stuff. You know, that will be a thing that is happening. And on that finals day, we'll be doing a whole bunch of like giveaways. We have arcade sticks to give away. We have a ton of posters to give away. We have Benny toys to give away. We have trivia and a bunch of different audience things where we're going to go into the audience and ask you guys questions. Questions about fighting games, like trivia for fighting games, stream trivia. We're going to ask you, hey, what's a Chicago Punish? There'll be like fighting game FGC lingo trivia. What does Oki mean? Like all that kind of stuff. So yes, there will be a few questions we can ask to the audience and see if you guys answer it correctly, and you can win some pretty big prizes, right? You can win some pretty big things if you answer correctly. So yeah, Kenny will be down there with a microphone talking to you all. What's a Mexican uppercut, you know? All of that kind of stuff, but it'll be quick. It'll be quick. We'll be asking you guys these questions and giving out a lot of stuff relatively briskly in between all of these trailers and finals and all that kind of stuff. So that being said, my presence is going to be like really occupied, dude. Every day I'm streaming like 8 to 10 hours doing developer interviews, checking out tournaments, or hosting an actual stage presence for 12 hours on finals day Sunday. 12 hours. So it's going to be a lot. It's gonna be a lot. My availability and opportunity to just be around and hang out with people or peruse or go look at things almost does not exist. So for anybody that's expecting that I might be at EVO in a meet and greet kind of situation, I'm really not going to be outside of the streaming like time frame doing much, just because I have so many responsibilities and things that I have to keep track of. So that being said, my apologies if you're going to EVO and like really hoping to meet me specifically or take pictures and stuff like that. At this one this year, it is highly unlikelihood. I won't say no if you find me, but trust me, it's not going to be a priority that I will just be around to take pictures. In a lot of other events, that was the entire idea, that I'll just be here for like hours and come hang out. But this is going to be a different show because there is so much stuff. That being said, you know, I appreciate y'all being here, and I appreciate everybody that will be around. It's just, I will be extremely occupied. And this is the stuff that I can this is the stuff that I can talk about. This is only the stuff that I can talk about, you know. Eventually you'll learn more of what like happens in this event and all this kind of stuff. So it's very busy. It is extremely busy, even in like the hours before and after. There is so much stuff that goes into making EVO an actual reality and making all this stuff actually happen that goes beyond the days I'm just streaming. So it is very busy. But that being said, I hope you tune in. The other news is that EVO streams live on Twitch and YouTube. We're doing it. I found out that we should be good. So for anybody that's watching on YouTube right now, thank you all. Everybody that's on Twitch, thank you all. Yes, the streams will be live on both platforms. So if anybody wants to tune into the same usual YouTube audience and hang out with the YouTube chat, you can. If you want to hang out with the Twitch chat, you can. That is a thing that we are planning on right now. I do not know if we're going to guarantee that on finals day, but we are definitely going to try. So yes, that's our plans for EVO this year. I hope you guys tune in, twitch.tv/MaximilianDude, Maximilian Dude on YouTube. We're going to be doing our best to be live as much as possible, and I'm going to give you a curated 3-day experience of the EVO experience with a whole bunch of playable demos and on-floor presentations and all of this stuff, and a bunch of surprises and things like that and giveaways. Oh my God. So when is EVO? This Friday. It goes down this Friday, and I hope you guys tune in.